Welcome to the Unfiltered Duo Podcast. I'm Carrie.
And I'm Cheryl.
And this is how the unfiltered chaos makes sense.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Carrie.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Trying something new. We're not recording video this week, so don't worry if you don't see us. We're just doing audio podcast, true podcast, I guess.
Yeah. We got to play around with all this stuff.
Yes.
Because now we're getting hiccups on microphones, and we had an episode that we recorded all of it and only got like 15 minutes of it one time.
Yeah, this has not been the smoothest of journeys, but we've learned a lot.
We have.
So this week, our episode that we're talking about is on adult. It's not recording. Mm-hmm. No, it's adult relationships. And
like friendships and stuff,
yeah,
right?
friendships. It could be romantic relationships, however you interpret it. I guess whatever you feel like you need to hear out of this, because there's a lot of just like healthy, like we talked about boundaries 2 weeks ago, and so this kind of plays off of that. But
yeah,
like there's really good healthy adult relationships, and then there's relationships where it's like the codependencies between like spouses or friends become apparent and unhealthy.
Yeah.
So like maybe just red flags or signs that relationships can go awry.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Like I've thought about a lot just like listening to you say that, because we never talk about the topic before we sit down. So now like my mind's running.
Well, yeah, that's why, like, it's nice to sit with our laptops while we do this so we can, like, get ideas and bounce things off of us, or we have a list and that list needs to change. It's like a dynamic, I don't know. I like having it.
So what about, like, adult friendships?
Like, good, bad? What angle would you like to start?
Like, how to navigate it. How do you think it is different than whenever you're a child?
So I work with kids all day, like I'm out on recess. I know, it's just like, I think as an adult, it's definitely a lot more, you have a time limit. So, like, you only have a certain amount of time that you want or are willing to spend with people. Because, like, if you have kids, you're running to soccer and gymnastics and, whatever you're doing, swimming, know. But with adults, it's just like you have to really choose who you want to spend the time with and how you're going to spend that time. Because, like, if I don't get along with you, I'm not inviting you out, like, there's no way. Whereas, like, little kids, they're stuck together.
They're, like, more the merrier most of the time.
Yeah,
Still,
most of the
sometimes
time.
They're like, no, I don't want to play with, more than just me and you,
Yeah.
Which I think that, like, even that aspect as a kid, I'm sure you ran into kids like that. It's like they're a one friend kind of person. Mm-hmm. And I wonder, though, now, I need to look into something of, like, how have they transitioned into their adult friendships? Because I even know adults that are like that. They're, like, a one friend kind of friend.
Yeah,
They don't want to hang out with you around other people.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like, they only want you to their self to hang out. And if you invite them to, like, a bigger setting, they're like, no, I'm not going to come.
Yeah.
I've had somebody like that.
No, that's interesting. Like, I think as an adult, I don't have time for that.
Yeah,
so
I don't either.
Like, no, thank you. Like, like, everyone, I mean, like, you and I will go to brunch. But if other people want to go to brunch, like, I'm not upset about that.
Right.
So it's just like, you just spread around your brunch going or whatever.
I think that goes with maturity, too, after you get older. Is because it's also communicating openly. Because as kids, like, kids are fast to, like, blow off the handle and their emotions take over. their actions.
Mm-hmm.
And with being an adult, you have to learn how to navigate those emotions and regulate and decide, like, is this person really, like, if you're that mad or upset with them, like, what are you even friends with them for?
Yeah. No, very true. Well, and it's like, I think all of us have to go through like the friendship finding phase. And I don't think that phase necessarily, it like ebbs and flows.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like sometimes you get this really good circle together and then, you know, like friend A moves and friend B, you know, gets married and then doesn't have as much time to spend with you. So like as adults, like there is an ebb and flow of your social circle. Hopefully you get like a core group, you know, you build that core group and you hang out. But there is always like a be on the lookout for friends, you know, like you have to be open to finding those new friends too.
That's true.
So
I think it's also like putting value on the people that you do meet whenever you meet them, making sure that you are dedicated to that friendship too, and like making sure that you reach out, you know, even if it's a text saying, hey, thought about you today, or hey, I saw this. Like, I think a lot of people tend to not express that as adults, unless you are really close. Like, you'll have the funny group chats or, you know, stuff like that, that you're always staying in touch to some degree.
Yeah, and like, so navigating those friendships, like once you have those friends and you have that core, like, I think it's also important to like not leave anyone out. And I think it can be really difficult as adults to, you may not purposefully leave people out, but if somebody gets quiet, it's kind of like, what's happening?
Right. It's definitely one of those things that everybody doesn't have to do everything together at the same time. But also making everybody feel included. You know, I don't know. It's because you end up with different friends, and really as an adult, like, we gather friends from different aspects of our life. Is it work? Is it, if you have kids, maybe it's like parents of other kids on the sports team, or church, or, you know, you go to the gym and you meet somebody there that you end up becoming friends with. Like, you're going to have different types of friendships. Doesn't mean you have to bring all those people into the room together and always hang out together, but just making sure that you're, I guess, touching in with everybody.
Well, you made an interesting comment. You're like making sure everyone feels included, because
I can't do it for everybody.
Well, and then like part of me with inclusion, when you're talking about like adults and parties, if you're invited, you were included.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're coming to a party that I'm hosting, like you've been included. Like when you get to the party, don't then all of a sudden feel like you're not being included in things. Like you have to take it upon yourself then.
Yeah.
To have those conversations. Go meet somebody you don't necessarily know.
Yeah.
Like you've been included.
Yeah.
So make the most of that inclusion. Now, I know you'll look at me kind of funny when I say this because I'm like the biggest wallflower. Like, I understand that, like, but that's kind of like my inclusion is I'm trying to figure out where I fit in. Like, can I make jokes with these people? Do I understand where they're joking? Like, where do I, like, I'm there. I'm here, you know, but it's just like, how do I, like, where do I fit in? So that's why I sit back and, like, I like being there, but I have to figure out where I fit in this inclusive environment.
That's true. I'm not that way.
No.
Because I want to go ahead and, like, well, it depends. If it's, like, a gathering, I'm more open-minded about talking to people. If it's not, like, if it's more of a bigger, wider range of gathering that basically nobody in the room knows each other, like you're kind of felt like you had to go kind of situation, I don't like those.
Yeah, no.
So then either I won't go or I'll go and only stay for a little bit.
If I have to wear a name tag, I'm not going. Like, don't know.
Girl,
You will not put me in a name tag.
no. I had to do that one time with Skype for a work conference, and I was like, I do not like this. I do not like people like coming up to me and looking to see what my name is. It's like, just introduce yourself. I'll introduce myself.
No, exactly. Like, if you forget my name, I'm totally okay with you. Like,
I'm gonna forget yours.
Asking me what my name is again, rather than trying to find a stupid name tag that I've. And I don't.
And they're tacky.
Yeah, and if I'm forced to wear a name tag, I won't put it like up near my shoulders. I'm like, no, I won't do it. I like put it on my leg.
Oh, I have done that before because I'm like, it's in my way. It's in my vision.
Yeah, and it gets caught in my hair.
Yeah. Oh, that's the worst.
It's terrible. So anyway, like if you've been invited, you're included. So make the most of that inclusion is, I think, the moral of that story. Like,
yeah. And celebrating each other, I think is a good thing. Is like, be happy for your friends, no matter what you're going through. Like, sometimes that's hard for people to put aside and genuinely be happy for someone else. But if we're not doing that, then what kind of tribe are we building?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, if you see, to me, that would be a red flag. Like, if somebody was bitter about something, I would be like, I don't think that maybe you fit in very well.
Yeah, and I mean, I think on the flip side of that, like if your friend is feeling really upset and down with things, like it's okay to empathize with that.
Yeah.
Like, don't completely negate their sadness. Especially, like, you might not understand their sadness. Or
well, you can be supportive.
But, yeah.
And just be a good listener.
Yeah.
But if that person, so let's think about toxic people. Negative Nancy or Petty Betty. I don't have time for those people, though.
No.
Because then it just brings down my mood. So as adult friendships, I will say that's a quality that will get you removed real fast.
Yeah. And I think, like, when I know I'm in those moods, like, I'm usually upfront with it. And I'll be like, I'm not in the mood to deal with this, that, the other. So these are, like, the subjects I just don't want to address tonight. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I'll be happy. Let's just not bring up any of these things.
Right.
Because I'm not happy about it. Like, if you want happy, Carrie, stay away from you know? So, anyway.
What about trying to meet new friends, though, as adults? Like, in school, we always were in classrooms, and you became close with somebody in your class. Mm-hmm. And, like, now as adults, it's different to have to go try to find that friend.
No, it is. And, like, I want to find friends doing the stuff I'm already doing. Like, that's my thing. It's like, when I was in college, I loved playing disc golf. Like, I had my own set. I would go. I would invite people to, like, do it with me. So, like, I naturally built friendships doing something that I was already doing.
Right.
So that's, I mean, if I have to go make friends, that's what I'm going to go do.
I would say that, like, shared interest of, like, what do you enjoy? Go find the people that are enjoying the same thing.
Exactly. Like, that's what my plan is.
Oh, what about that? What was the name of that thing that we had saw here in DC where you could sign up and you could, like, go meet friends? It wasn't dating. It was like you would sign up, pay the fee, and it would be at a restaurant. And you get put with, like, 5 other strangers.
Yeah, what was that? What was that called? It wasn't Meetup. No.
Because I was like, how crazy is that? But also, how cool would it be just to test it out?
Right? That would be fun. Time left? Looking to meet new people, have dinner with five strangers.
I think that might be it.
Yeah.
And what was the name of it?
Time left? Is time left the best way to meet people while traveling?
Because they only do it in certain cities too. I remember that.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
So another way, like, I feel like another good way to meet new friends is through the friends you already have.
Yeah, that's
Like-
true. It's because if you find a good friend, it's like, hey, come meet my other good friends.
Yeah. And like, we went to trivia the other night, and it was kind of on the recommendation of some of my other friends who go to the trivia. None of them were there that night, but I was just like, let's go test it out. See if we even like the atmosphere. Do we like the trivia? You know, is this like our jam to go do this?
Right.
So like we went and tested it out. We didn't know any of the answers to the trivia. We were like, oh, so they made us submit this like question and answer thing halfway through during like halftime. And like we had to like pre-submit our name and stuff to like play the real trivia game, and we didn't do that. So somebody like dropped the paper off, and I literally put our name at the bottom as we aren't really playing. Like I'm sorry, we're not
us.
We're just here for funsies. Like this is like
I'm just here to watch.
yeah. So if you have friends like going to trivia, like it's a good way to meet new friends, is the friends you make at trivia nights.
That's true. See that.
Yeah. So yeah, healthy relationships. Let's see.
What about like codependency?
I feel like there's some pluses and minuses to codependency, but most of them are minuses.
Yeah.
Like you don't hear a lot of positives about codependent adult relationships. I feel like they're harmful because in that situation, like you definitely lose a lot of your own identity. And you're not who you truly are. You become this like shadow person who's following somebody else around.
Right.
I mean, like some people that I've met that I feel like they've been in unhealthy relationships literally can't even go to the bathroom without like checking in or asking other people. Like the codependency they had with their like intimate partner trickled over into other situations where it's like they couldn't make their own decision, even going to the bathroom in the workplace.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they would go up to not even someone in a place of power, just like a coworker, and be like, do you think it's a good time that I go to the bathroom? Like, do you think I can go to the bathroom right now?
I don't know. Is your bladder about to like burst, or do you have diarrhea? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, do you have like IBS symptoms? Like, why are you asking me if it's a good time to go to the bathroom? Like,
I think people do that, and I think everybody has codependency to an extent with somebody.
yeah,
Like, but it's whenever it goes to the extreme. And that can even be like a parent with a child. Mm-hmm. You know, think of whenever you become a parent and then the first time that you're away from your child and you want to be back there. And it's okay. Your child is probably having fun.
yeah.
And you're having fun. But it's so hard to see that like the first time that you do it. But it should get easier after that, is because then you're like, okay, we're both experiencing fun stuff at the same time.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be together. And some parents will carry that over even into adulthood of trying to make it more of like a codependency thing. And then relationships, like, it's not that I don't have to ask my husband certain questions. Like, we take each other into account, but if every time that somebody asks me, hey, what do you think about this? Well, I gotta ask Scott. No, like, not for everything. Like, some things, obviously, we do our finances together, we live together. Like, there is like certain respect in that, but it's also like, if you're just wanting to, let's say we're leaving the mall and we decide that we want to eat, I shouldn't need to call to see what's going on. You, like, if I already said I'm going out, like, I might shoot a text to be like, hey, we're going to pick up lunch.
Right.
So I'm going to be a little bit later or something. I don't know. But just to be like, well, I got to see what they're doing, and are they going to be okay with it? Are they going to be mad? And it's like, unless there's something pressing that you got to get back to, I'm sure they're going to be fine.
Yeah. And no, I mean, the one person that I think about with this literally can't even go to like the grocery store without checking in and seeing if it's like the moment for them to go to the grocery store.
Something traumatic has happened to this person.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't have the time to do a deep dive in that person's life.
Right. Like, that's for them to maybe work out.
Right.
I can't imagine going through, well, I have people that text me sometimes asking my opinion, and I don't need to give an opinion, because it's typically a question that they should answer themselves. As an adult, as a perfectly healthy human being, they're able to make their own decision.
Yeah. I mean, that type of codependency can like really make a relationship feel like a burden.
Yeah.
And it makes it really difficult for the person that's being asked all the time.
Yeah.
For opinions. Like, it's not a healthy way to have any relationship. Like, it's not, if you're asking me every single time you're making decisions on what your decision should be, I cannot run your life. I'm sorry.
No, because if anything goes wrong, that person's going to blame you for recommending something, and I've already been down that before, and I'm not. Nope. You can make your own decisions. I learned that a long, long time ago.
Yeah, like and there's like that, I don't know if people like do that out of fear. You know, I wonder what drives people to have that codependent nature. If it's fear, if it's trauma, if it's control, like they're
maybe
losing
they've always
control.
been controlled, and maybe it filtered from like parent to spouse, friends, kids. It had like a domino effect, maybe.
I wonder what, like, the way they can have like a self-realization that they're doing it.
I don't think that people, whenever they do that and they're asking questions, because typically whenever they're confronted by that, they're automatically mad and just, well, I just wanted a second opinion, or I just wanted to see what you said. But I also don't like giving my opinions and then nobody listens. So I've done that before, and I'm like, at this point, like, there's no right answer, wrong answer. I'm not participating.
Well, I mean, I think that takes a certain sense of like self-awareness to understand you're being the dependent one in a codependent relationship.
Yeah.
Like, you're the one always asking for advice. You're the one asking for opinions. You're the one asking for, you know, like, I really don't care what color you paint your bathroom.
Nope.
Like, why are you asking me?
Yep.
You go pick the color you want and
That's
you
right.
paint it. Like,
that's it. I'm like, I can't be a second brain for you.
no. And it really becomes like a burden. Like, I don't have the time, space, or energy to pick out the color of your bathroom.
No.
Can you please?
I got enough of other things that go through daily that I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah. And I think at the beginning, you might not realize you're enabling that relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think you can get wrapped up in, like, oh, this person's interested in what I think. Oh, this person really enjoys, asking me and having these conversations and this, that, and the other. But then it'll become too much.
Yeah. It's like a couple of times every now and then, like, it's one thing, but then it becomes in a system where it's always like something. And that's where it becomes wearing, and everybody, and if you can't make decisions on your own and you absolutely think that you need somebody to help you make any decision, seek therapy, please.
Well, seek therapy and, like, put a list together and email me the list. When I have time to think about it.
Is there a limit of how many emails?
One email a week. You get a Sunday afternoon email. Email me your list. I will get back to you when I get back to you. And if it takes me a while to get back to you, it takes me a while. Like, this is the time I have to give to you for that. Right. And I don't have any more time.
Yeah.
Especially, like, when you're trying to live your own life. Like, you don't have the time to always pay attention to everybody else's life. Like, No.
But I would say that also is not a good quality to find in an adult friendship.
No.
Because if they start doing that, they are not the person that you want to be wrapped up in.
No, because adult friendships can lead to, like, romantic relationships if you're not married.
That's true.
And if you're starting out that friendship as a codependent relationship and then all of a sudden it spirals into something really unhealthy, you lose yourself probably pretty quickly.
Yeah, the low self-esteem, I think, would come from somebody that's constantly like, I'll ask people's opinions every now and then. But I'm also, like, I grew up that, like, if I asked for something or asked to do something, we'll see. Or next time, maybe next time. Well, if it was, like, let's say it was a shirt at the store that I wanted. Well, we might get it next time. Guess what? Next time I come, that shirt ain't there.
Yeah.
So, as an adult, I'm very defined on, do I like something or not? And I don't really need to ask opinions. And if I do ask opinions, it's because maybe I'm at a exhausting everything and I'm like, maybe somebody else will see, like, a corner to this that I'm not seeing.
Mm-hmm. No, I definitely, like, think you need to seek some help outside of a relationship if you're struggling so hard to make your own decisions.
Yeah.
Like, if you really rely on other people to make your decisions, there's got to be something where you actually go seek mental health help. Like, it's out there.
Because a lot of times, like, the typical people for that, I would say, would be, like, low self-esteem. Maybe they're fearful of, like, being left. But also the flip of it is, like, whenever you do fall into a codependency, like, you're neglecting your own needs because of this other person. Or you're always feeling responsible for them.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, their decisions, or making sure that they're okay, or, difficulty, like, setting a boundary with them.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just, like, it goes back to setting boundaries. Like, if you are the one always being asked, if you're the one always being, I'm getting that email every week, that's my boundary. Like,
I said one a week.
I know, I need that boundary. I'm not answering your text message. I gave you your email. It's just like, I don't think I could take it. Like, it becomes like a tipping point where it's like, I don't think I could have you in my life anymore. You know, like when is the point that I just ghost you or I cut you off?
And imagine like the parents that do that though to their children and make them like they are dependent on them to be around them. Mm-hmm. And then how it's going to affect the kid as they start getting older and realizing this is like more of a reverse role.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think it would definitely stress any relationship if you're getting question after question or you feel that there's like a dependency on you that you don't want.
Yeah.
Like, it's out there. Because it can become very toxic. It's a toxic dynamic to have that many questions.
And then, like, if you're navigating, like, friendships and stuff, like adult friendships, it's also accepting that life changes.
Yeah.
And that the friends that you started out as may change. It could be, like, you know, somebody has a baby, somebody gets married, somebody has a death, somebody has a move, somebody is relocating, someone's, like, starting a new job. Like, there's all kinds of things that go into that. And that's the one thing that I hate is, like, if somebody's like, well, I just haven't heard from you in forever. It's like, phone works both ways.
It does.
And so I give grace to those around me if life is changing and give them that space. And that's what I expect in return.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Especially like, I mean, sometimes like a friend is just in your life for a season, you know, and that season of life, you needed that friend and you needed that support. You needed that person. You learn and you move on. It doesn't mean it doesn't necessarily mean like your feelings change for those people.
Yeah.
Because like I had a really close circle of ladies that I spent a lot of time with, and we've all moved from the original location where we are. Like we're literally in different states from each other. And it's not easy or convenient to get back together as much as we did, but I still love them.
Right.
Like if we went out to lunch, it would literally be like nothing ever changed kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And do we talk as much as we used to? No. But anytime I ever see them, it's literally just old times. You know, you fall back into that comfortable relationship with them.
Right. You give grace to each other for like the time that has went by or changed or, you know, different paths. And it's more like whenever, it's not that you end your friendship, it's just kind of like your path has went different and not anybody's fault.
Exactly. There's no fingers to point. It's literally like they were there for a season and you still love them. It's just not convenient anymore. Life changes. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Or do you hold maybe a little bit of sadness in your life that you don't have them? Sure.
Yeah.
But I think that's with anything. I mean, you move from a city you love and you always miss that little bakery on that one corner. You know, it's just like life just moves on.
It does.
And it's okay.
But it's easier to accept that and like not put the stress on somebody else.
Exactly. Like, but I will say, like, there are other friends where, like, those ladies I don't text as much, hardly ever, kind of a thing. But I do have one friend that I haven't seen in 3 years, and we still text every single day.
See?
So it's really dependent on...
I think it's like who you bond with the best. Mm-hmm. It's like once that connection is there, you do get to a point in adulthood where you know if it's a solid friendship or if it's a temporary friendship.
Yeah.
I can say I have definitely noticed that from the get-go of some friendships that I've came across. And I'm like, yeah, we're not like gonna be hanging out all the time or committed to like keeping up with each other. It was like out of convenience on both ends.
Right. And that's okay.
Because you do end up with convenient friends.
Yeah, you do. And I think we need to be, as a society, more accepting of convenient friends. Like, you don't have to be lifelong BFFs with every single person you meet. Do you love that person for the time you're with them? Yeah. Like, it's fun. Like, I have coworkers that, like, literally is so fun working with them. Do you miss them after you're gone or you change jobs? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
But it's all right. They're going to succeed and you're going to succeed and your path may cross later.
Do you need to text them every 15 minutes asking, like, what color you should paint your bathroom? Let's go back to that one. What should I eat for dinner tonight? How much money do I have to spend at Harris Teeter today? But seriously.
These are serious questions.
These are serious questions. Could you imagine? And, like, some people that I've known that have been too far deep into codependent relationships, it spills over to their work relationships.
Oh, I could see that. Because if you're already like conditioned into that role of always asking, then it dominoes to other aspects.
It really does. So, yet again, if you find yourself like asking and asking and asking and not able to make those decisions yourself, seek help.
Yeah.
Like, I am not a mental health therapist in any way, shape, or form, but I can recommend to every single person out there that maybe some therapy is good for you.
Yeah.
Like, it's never a bad idea.
Could use it.
Yeah.
Sort out things. Because we all go through different things and trying to build those friendships or balancing work or balancing home life and trying to still do things in the world and having those passions about things, like, it's all got to balance out.
Yeah. And I think on the other side of things, like, you have to be open and willing to hearing that you're having codependency problems.
Girl, you know, anybody that really truly has this problem is not even going to recognize that they have it.
No. But, like, if it walks like a duck,
I know.
you know, like, you have to get outside of your own head to be able to, like, see who you really are and see what's really happening in your life.
Right.
Like, take that, Sunday morning, like, reflection time.
Yeah.
Create a good habit for yourself to see how codependent you are on the world around you.
Oh.
I mean, I say that in jest, but it's kind of a good idea.
It is.
Like, when you're laying in bed Sunday morning and you're listening to all the bugs outside that you don't want to go outside and get bit by bugs, like, just, like, think, yeah, maybe I need to take stock of my life and see where I'm at.
I'm like, what value am I bringing to relationships around me?
Yeah, I got into a big discussion with a friend the other day. It was actually your husband. We were in the car on the way back from Busch Gardens.
Oh, okay.
And I told you about this, but it was like the value you're adding, the value that you're adding to a friendship. Like, what value add, or is it a value subtract?
Ah.
And, like, we got into, like, a whole, I don't know how we got onto them. Anyway, I was making fun of him for a lot of things, so who knows, like, really what happened. But, yeah, we got into a discussion about, like, what is your value add? And it's like in a codependent relationship, could you see your value add? Could you see or
Oh.
like...
I think, though, people like that will think that they do have things that they bring to the table.
Do they, though?
I understand. I'm just saying what I think and what I've seen is they do not see the issue.
Yeah. So, they probably don't. No, that's really good.
I think they don't. Like, people will not admit it. It takes a lot. It takes maturity, growth, experiences to be able to literally reflect on your own stuff.
But, like, how do you get... It probably has to do with, like, people newer to your life, or maybe somebody has to say something to, like, wake you up, to, like, get you out of those things, to be like, girl, you can decide how much money you spend at Harris Teeter.
Yeah.
Like, you know your finances.
What if maybe they've ran off all the people and you are the next victim?
Next victim. I'm not a victim. I will not be. I will not. No, I mean, no, that's true, because I think people in codependent relationships have a hard time taking any criticism.
Yes.
Like, there is no, and they say, and they may claim they can take the criticism, but they can hear it, but they can't do anything to change their path forward.
No, but they'll get mad at it too.
Right.
They'll get mad at the feedback.
Don't tell me what to do, but you asked me what to do. All
Yeah,
you know, like,
you asked me. I told you.
Like, no, yeah, that's rough. No, thank you.
Basically, this episode is to hopefully get people to reflect on their own codependency sections of their life.
No, I agree.
And how to build, like, healthy adult friendships.
Yeah, like, are you chasing people away because of your toxic behavior?
Oh.
Like, what toxic behavior do you have that you're chasing people away?
Toxic behaviors.
Toxic behaviors. Okay. Well, definitely appreciate that little deep dive.
I know. Contact your first available therapist.
Yes, please do.
We are not therapists.
And with that, cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for tuning in to the Unfiltered Duo Podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a friend who might enjoy it too. You can follow us on all social media platforms for updates, behind the scenes, and more content. Got questions, feedback, or a topic you'd love for us to cover? Reach out at unfilteredduopodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and keep listening.